It has been so incredibly long since I've done a complete walkthrough of my collection, and I feel like every single time things are changing, things are happening, whether it's positive or negative, it escapes me, and you guys have been asking, and I know that you love a walkthrough. So today I'm going to give you a complete walkthrough of my entire houseplant collection. Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline and we're starting off in my propagation room because Mitch is in a meeting right now. But I figured I've got a lot of updates in here anyway. I've done a video recently where I go a little bit more in depth, but I have rescued some new plants from my work since then. So of course I want to show you them and show you how the propagations are doing, how these are doing. I'll go a little bit more in depth in another video, but so far I can see things happening and my lithops definitely looks a little bit more plump next to all the ones that have died. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to start off with all of the plants that I rescued. I have this little tray here, and believe it or not, these were all like they didn't have any leaves. So I do already have leaves happening. However, the leaves don't look the absolute best. Are you a bug? Yes, you are, you little bugger. And the worst part about it is I'm going to bring thrips in here. Wait, I had a spray bottle here. Unfortunately, I don't use good bugs in my propagation room. I'm already like running low on bugs. I'm going to show you them, but then I'm going to move them behind the tent because you can't, if you spray the plants and then you put them in grow light, you can just completely burn them. So I've got 3 anthuriums here. They are, like I said, they didn't have any leaves. So they do have leaves, but I just saw that they had, thrips, you bugger. That's obviously why they weren't doing very well. It's a good thing I just sprayed them. I have a little ficus. This is a shiveriana. It's given me 2 leaves because, like I said, these were all stumps. So I do have growth, but I can see that the new growth has also gone So yeah, this time of year is maybe not the best time of year to rescue plants. But anyway, this is what do they call it? Here in Europe, you call it a tricolor, a Hoya tricolor. But I've seen in America, it's the Crimson Princess, because I thought there was a difference between the two, but it's actually not. It's just a different name that they give it here. So yeah, this is a Crimson Princess, which has given me 4 leaves, but I haven't seen like any then again, I might see something there. But yeah, I'm going to put these behind the tent here, just so that I'll put them back here tomorrow when I put the lights back on. But there are some plants that I've put here. So I am going to show you today, of course, but I did some repotting and I did have to do some of them off camera just because there is some footage. I think Mitch took it off his phone, but some of the things that I had to do, my kids were all up in there. I mean, they were having a ball, they were helping me, but it would have been chaos to film, but you guys get to, see the end result anyway. Fungus gnats. Yeah, so this is a part of the Hoya pubicolix that I potted up as a little baby. So I think I will eventually, once I see new growth on this one, I will part with this one. And once I see new root growth as well, but I don't see anything. But I only did that about a week ago. So there's that one. I've noticed these are drying out like crazy. These are Hoya propagations. I do already have active growth on them, but I can also see a lot of these roots popping out here. Do you see? Oh, there's some really beefy roots in there. Jeez. Yeah, all of my Hoya propagations, they thrive in this plant stand. Maybe a little bit too fast, to be honest, because I do struggle. I guess on here as well. Oh my word, it's dry again. And I didn't do that long ago. Anyway, lots of Hoya propagations. The Alocasia, since the update, I mean, that wasn't that long ago. I think it was 2 videos ago. They're not really done anything else apart from but I'll take you off camera for that. But I just wanted to show you some rescue plants. This is not going to make it. This is just going to carry on rotting. Yeah, I can see this is going to be a goner. Oh yeah, these are dead. These have just carried on rotting. This is the Mandula. This is quite a difficult plant, if I'm being honest. Yeah, these are all dead. You can see here, look, the rotting. Yeah, these, it snapped off a plant at work. And I did find this on the floor, and I don't know how long it was lying on the floor there, so that might have been a while, maybe a little bit too far gone. But yeah, those are all rotten. I have tried to save Mandula cuttings from my work before, because for some reason they rot very, very quickly, which is surprising because it's a, you know, it's a epipremnum, so I don't really understand. I'm just going to put this here because I can add this to, it's still okay water. Yeah, that rescue mission was a fail, unfortunately. I also have, this is new. This is a luxurian radicans that my mom didn't want anymore. It did have really bad spider mites, so it does have quite bad damage. But yeah, she didn't want it anymore, so I thought I might as well just take care of it, maybe start over with it, and then, you know, sell it or part with it or whatever. I have little baby Clarinervium. This was from the one that I bought. It's giving me a new leaf. Look how stinking cute that is. This is the King Clarinervium. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty one. I love that little baby leaf. It's so cute. And it's got like pink in it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. What else is going on in here? Oh yeah, this one. But it's not popped out yet. Let's have a look together actually. I can see some happening. This is the Billy from my work that I got because I saw variegation in the leaves. I can, however, see that it looks like it's going to be a bit here. Is it stuck? No, it's not. Oh, it's very soft. Yeah, the first leaf might be damaged and might even be a goner because it's, you know, in a new environment. I don't see anything there. I don't. My bill marks, oh my word, but I'll show you that in a minute. The bill marks, that Philodendron bill marks, yeah, that Narisa gave me. Oh, it had such beautiful variegation. That was in the back room. I've bought it in here now for the winter because it's obviously too cold there, and it's reverted. Bugger. It's reverted. Anyway, as for rescues, there's nothing else that I've really rescued. No, but I'm going to take your trap out. Okay, this is a very, very exciting. This is the biggest leaf that the Monstera that I rescued has. It battled for a very long time with thrips, and I feel like you can still see on that leaf a little bit of damage, which sucks. But yeah, it's finally starting to actually look good. Ooh, that leaf has got quite bad damage. Yeah, it's struggling a bit, but that leaf is promising. I finally have some fenestrations and it's sizing up, which is positive. My dubia is over there looking a little bit brown and crispy, unfortunately, but it's still sizing up in leaf. It still seems to be happy. So yeah, that's a positive. I've put my pink princess here because it kept on giving me leaves that got stuck, and it was also dropping leaves there. I mean, here as well, like what is that? But now that I've put it in here, I think it's because it's a lot warmer. I'm thinking maybe warmth is a factor with this plant, because now that I've put it up here, it is still getting the same amount of light as it did before, but it's a lot more humid and a lot warmer in this little room. So I think that's why, that it might be like a humidity and warmth thing. So that's promising. It's not damaged. I'm really happy about that. My Sabrina is looking a little bit sad, unfortunately. I had to chop all the leaves because it did have quite bad pest damage, like all types of damage. But it's still alive. It's still there. I have a new leaf there up against the window from my rescue Philodendron tortum. I really need to pot that plant up. It is so pretty. It's so different. Wait, let me get it out. Look at that. It's so like cool and different. I really like it. I think I might put this in my bathroom actually. It's still in stratum. It's rooted nicely in there. But that leaf is so cool. It's not like hardened off at all yet. But yeah, I'm actually going to put this on the floor here, because I'm going to put that somewhere else because it was getting stuck up against the window. Against the window, yeah, you guys can't really see, but it's just all my prop-ins. Yeah, plants are doing really well in there. The Dieffenbachia is also one that I recently showed on a video. It's rooting really nicely. I want to get this one into leca or semi-hydro, whatever. Because I need to get it out of water because it's sucking up water like no tomorrow. And I let it dry out sometimes a little bit too much. And then there I've got two mother plants of Hoyas, of the CV Viola and the Crassio petulata that I chopped up. And they're doing okay there. They seem to be alright. This bin is still here and I've still got, from that video, all of the dead corms. Oh my word. Yeah, I need to, let's open up. And then do need to air it out a little bit. Ugh. All of the blooms have gone a little bit fuzzy and gross. Yeah, that's to be expected because I did chop up that plant and obviously those blooms are not going to make it. Down here I've got more like rescue attempts. I've got a new leaf there. This is also Luxurians radicans. I do have some stumps which I don't know if they're going to make it and some really damaged leaves. My Mycorrhiza Splash is finally, it's giving me a new leaf there. This is the first leaf since I kind of had to abort all of the roots because most of them were rotten. So I just chopped the whole root system. And it's giving me another new leaf there, which is very promising. This leaf is so stunning. This was one I was going to part with because I have another one downstairs. But look how well it's doing. It's got all those pups. It's looking really good. Maybe I should just pot those two up together. Here is my little terrarium with all of the anthuriums. I have a new leaf there on a Warcreanum. But yeah, these were all stumps that I all rescued from my work. All of them were stumps. So that's exciting. Nothing really exciting happening over there. Not much. This is where I keep the billy. Oh. I really hope that new leaf, I mean, it's damaged, yeah, but I really hope that new leaf has some variegation. Oh no, you pressed up against the wall. That is a Florida green. That was a stump, actually, from my big one I used to have, and it's doing well. Nobody wants to buy it, though. And then over there, I've got the burl marks, which are the two latest leaves. They're reverted, which is so sad because this one was giving me such pretty variegation. But yeah, I've heard that with the burl marks. Obviously, I'm also not giving it the best light. But then again, in the back room, it was also not getting the greatest light. It was on a shelf. So I don't know. I don't know. And then my plant stand. Is there anything happening since the last update? Nothing in there. That still looks the same. Ooh. I've got some new growth there, growth on a snowdrift. That's good. The props in here, the Alocasia props, yeah, nothing much has changed there. They're doing very, very well. Oh yeah, this was something that I couldn't show you guys because my kids were sleeping, but I put the Jose Bueno back up there by the Atabapuense, and I think it's going to really, it's giving me a new leaf there already. So pretty. Oh my word, I can see roots here. What the heck? Okay. It's been up here for a week and it's already giving me amazing root growth. I need to fill this up again. Yeah, my Alocasia reversa is giving me another new leaf. I feel like I've really turned a corner with this plant. This plant stand has been the savior, but it's sucking up water like crazy. Oh, you freaking kidding me. Remember I said my Hoya pubera was going to flower for me? I completely missed it. That's insane. That must have gone really, really fast. Yeah, I missed the whole flower. That's a bugger. The cuttings from the Australis Lisa are doing very well. I love the sun stressing on the CV Viola. It's so pretty. These babies root like crazy. I actually need to list these. I don't think I've listed these yet. Oh my word, the Markins is attaching itself to the tent. Jeez. Oh my word, I'm back there as well. Yeah, honestly, things, oh, this is giving me a tendril there. Do you see? Oh, wow. I mean, I said in that update video that this one is looking better than our mother plant. Obviously prefers higher light. I'm loving plants in here. Yeah, nothing much has changed except for these are looking a little bit plumper. This one as well. This one used to look very shriveled up and it's not anymore. This one has plumped up, but yeah, you can see all like the dead pups. Those there, they look really good. Like they definitely look a lot firmer. That one definitely, that one is beefed up. I have noticed I'm watering this once a week now because it gets very warm in this plant stand. So yeah, I have to water it once a week. I've got here the Regal Shield is unfurling a leaf there. Oh, I can see that tray is dry. Oh my word. And then here, nothing much extra has changed except for, yeah, the Pupicolic splash over there. I've put that there. That's new. But as for the rest, nothing much has changed. I feel like these are just getting more and more purple. I absolutely love it. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, this here as well is also drying out. Oh my word. The, what is this called again? Crimson Queen. Oh, I'm falling in love with this plant. Like I've listed all of these, but I'm kind of having a hard time. I'm like thinking, oh, they're also soft and fuzzy when they're like new leaves. I'm thinking I might want to pot all of them up together and like start a new plant. I was actually thinking about potting up my Flamingo Dream and the Crimson Queen because they don't, I can see the differences, I can, but I feel like they do look very, very similar and I think that would look really nice to have like two plants in one pot. I think that would look pretty. But yeah, the Polyneria is giving me so much new growth. I mean, look, these new baby leaves there. This one here as well is also growing like crazy. The Polyneria is actually usually one that I would give less light, but this one seems to have adjusted very nicely. And I can see there it's giving me some more variegation. I do believe that when I bought this one, it was a variegated one, but I just labeled it as a regular one. And it seems to be giving me some variegation in this plant stand, which is very exciting. But yeah, that's all the updates in my propagation room. Okay, in my bathroom, this is where I keep the Philodendron Red Anderson, and I really love it. I think it's so pretty there. Yeah, I've been falling in love with this plant just by putting it in this spot. It's a very pretty philodendron though. But yeah, this is just one of those cheap grow lights. I have it on like the warm setting because you can choose your setting, and it's giving me a new leaf there, which looks quite variegated, but it's so pretty, so pretty. But yeah, that's where it's living. It's living on my side of the sink, and it seems to be doing well there. The oxalis is starting to look quite bare. This plant never goes completely dormant for me, but it's definitely struggling, that's for sure. It's looking a little bit scraggly. I had to take away a lot of dead leaves. I honestly think that this plant does need to be repotted, like desperately. It's been in that same pot for 3 years. I think it just needs some new medium, maybe a bigger pot, I don't know. But it's still giving me new growth, but yeah, it's looking a little bit scraggly. As for other plants here as well, this is looking a little bit This one's growing well. The other one is not. Maybe I need to up the watering, I don't know. But anyway, this was a rescue. This one's giving me lots of new growth, lots of new leaves. And honestly, I underwater this one so much. This one gets a stunning flower. But yeah, it's happy there. This one keeps on giving me buds to flower, but it's not warm enough. I don't think it's warm enough upstairs for this plant to actually flower. They flower at work continuously, but yeah, it keeps on making the buds and then it drops them. Over here, I used to have a Steinanthe here, but I actually got rid of my 2 Steinanthes because I had a really bad case of spider mites and they were starting to cause an infestation. So I just got rid of them because it was really bad. I chopped away all the foliage because it was so bad. And even then, every single new leaf it gave me. Oh, it just looked awful. It looked awful. So I've put my Monstera Anastonia aurea here, and this is actually a plant that I want to sell. So if you are in Belgium or the Netherlands and you're interested, send me a message. It's giving me some absolutely stunning leaves. That one has only got a little bit there. It's kind of hard to see with like the newer leaves because they come in green. Oh, see, like that one looks completely green, but I can see there's a lot of yellow in there. But it seems to be very, very happy here. But yeah, it is one that I want to part with because I'm not absolutely crazy about it. And I just, you know, if I'm not in love with the plant, I feel like it deserves a better home then. It will be, you know, taken better care of than me. So yeah, I've put that one there. It's doing well. Very, very easy plant. And then it's very dark in here, but this one is a plant. Wait, I'm going to try and put the light on because it is so dark. This is my kid's bedroom. This plant, this is the, I don't know what this is. Is this the marble green or something like that? It's got like marbly green variegation. This one I had downstairs. I've talked about this plant plenty of times, but it's actually only in lower light that this plant gives me this stunning variegation. So if you do have this plant and you struggle with it, give it lower light. That's what I did. I actually put it up here because I had enough of it. It was not growing. It was just, it was irritating me. I say this, I feel like I say this in every single walkthrough, but it's growing like crazy here. Like it's getting so nice and full and lush, and it's just that nice pop of green on this wall that I have. But yeah, oh, I do love it. I do love it. That variegation is stunning. Stunning. Okay, the only other plants that I have upstairs are the ones in our bedroom here behind me. It's just a Sansevieria, but honestly, nothing has changed there. They still look exactly the same from the last update. So there's not really any point of me showing you that one. So yeah, now we're going to go downstairs and I'll show you where I keep basically my entire plant collection. Like I have plants up here, but nowhere near as much as I do downstairs. Okay, I'm gonna start off in one of my favorite planty corners. I've been staring at this like all morning. We did like a deep clean of all the toys, and it's just amazing right now that I can see the floor in this corner. It's just, you know, love it. Brought so many toys upstairs. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this corner. I've got some beautiful big Alocasia going on. Oh, I just love it. I'm so happy I moved all my Alocasia to this corner. They have turned a corner. No pun intended there. That was not planned. But I have this. This was a rescue. Oh my word. This was the Alocasia Imperial Red. Well, it is. But it's given me, that's the third new leaf. This was the first leaf that it like gave me in my care, but it's giving me a new leaf there. Look at that. Oh, it's already so big. Yeah, this plant is living in a self-watering system with the semi-hydro from Plant Scraper, and it's just thriving. It absolutely loves life. My Regal Shield is blooming non-stop. It's given me, I think that is the 5th and the 6th bloom that's happening right there. So yeah, that is a bugger. But I've also noticed that my mom said that some of her Alocasia are also flowering. That her Regal Shield is also flowering, so maybe it's just that time of the year. I don't know. It's the first time that it's flowered for me, but it's just not stopping. I am cutting them off. I don't really think it makes much of a difference if you cut them off or not. I don't know. I feel like it's going to flower either way. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I just cut them off because they stink. They really, really smell quite bad. Like you can come into the room, and I mean, they're also not the prettiest looking, you know? So yeah, I do just cut them off because of the smell, but I think if they didn't stink, I would just leave them, to be honest. Up there, I have I don't know what this is. I really don't. Some of you guys have told me this is the Monstera Peru. Some people say it's the Epipremnum, what is it, Green Planet or whatever. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what this plant is. If I look it up on the growers that my work buy from, they say that there is a difference. That the Epipremnum Green Planet gets bigger leaves and the Monstera Peru does not. I don't know. I don't know. But it's up there. I've already was able to attach it to the window. It is doing really, really well there. It seems to be really liking it as well, growing nicely. So yeah, I'm happy I put a plant there. Preferably I wouldn't have liked to get like a new plant to put there, but it's an easy one. It's an easy one and I do like it. And then over here, I've got a beautiful new leaf on my Terrarium spectable. It's still a little bit soft, but I mean, it's sizing up so nicely. I think it looks so good. It's doing so well. The Fort Sherman hybrid that I got from Harmony Plants is giving me a new leaf there, which is very exciting. It seems to like this spot. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm happy I can put a plant like that there. And here, oh my word, it is so full and bushy. Alocasia Guyana aurea is growing like crazy. I've got you can't even see the pot anymore. Like I've got so many corms popping in there, new leaves. Oh, I just love this plant. I love it. I love like the type of, this has a specific name, I always forget what it is. The variegation that, you know, it like comes in green and then it fades to yellow, but I think it looks so pretty. The Yucatan Princess that I rescued, the regular one, is a very thirsty one. Very thirsty. I think I might need to put it in a bigger pot because I have to water this plant maybe every 3 days. I know, I just noticed I've got a dead vine here on my Hoya. Okay, I don't know why you're doing that. It's growing like crazy. It's got bits everywhere. But yeah, I got a dead piece there. But anyway. Yeah, if you see some of these are just like good bugs for spider mites that I've put on my Alocasia. The Ontario Velvet is definitely a very sensitive one. I have a new leaf there actually, but I've noticed that like the older leaves, they are, you know, cresting. But my humidifier is actually not switched on in a while, but I think I might need to refill it up because now it says 59%, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But I do like to keep it nice and humid in this area for my Alocasia because they do love it. It's feeling a lot perkier, that's better. I've got my Monstera Mint here. I watered this yesterday and then I knocked it over when I was doing some serious surgery on Hoya that I will show you. That took me about 2 hours to do. But yeah, it seems to be, it's perked up because it really needed to be watered. My begonia is still living. I cannot believe this plant is still alive. I actually need to check if I need to water it. Yeah, I do. It's giving me a lot of new leaves. I think this here is a new leaf. Yeah, it's huge. But yeah, I've not repotted this plant. I just give it a high humidity. I've put it in this corner. It's giving me a lot of new growth. I'm not touching this plant. I'm not repotting it. I'm not doing anything to it. Oh, I got another new leaf there. But I do need to water it. Yeah, I need to water it. But yeah, that one is living there and it seems to be very happy. So I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it. I finally have a new leaf on my Monstera Esqueleto. I am struggling with this plant a little bit, to be fair. It's given me a lot of leaves that it just kills off. This is still one of the... Wait, is this... No, this was the first... It doesn't have its original leaves anymore. This is one of the first leaves it gave me in my care, but it got absolutely eaten up by spider mites and thrips. So yeah, it's not doing very well. So that's why it's got so many sachets on it, because I'm trying to keep this plant pest free because the pests seem to love it. But yeah, that new leaf is promising, so I am happy about that. But it's one that I'm struggling with a little bit. I had to move this Alocasia, this is Alocasia macrrhiza elbow, out of the cabinet because it was getting burnt by the grow lights. I do see some healthy roots there. That's promising. It's taking a while to get going, but I do have a new leaf there. It's my first leaf and it is a lot smaller, but you know, I'm still happy with that. You know, it's still something. It's not died on me. Okay, I'm gonna have to move plants here because I'm not going to be able to show you. This is also a plant that I had to take out of the cabinet because, as you can see there, it was starting to burn. It's too close to the grow light. I need like a cabinet where it's a little bit, because it was on the bottom shelf here, and yeah, the plant's too tall for it. I feel like I'm going to have a problem there with that Longuloba silva. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Got a new leaf on the Tanderusa. I really need to get this plant out of here because it is rooted like crazy. Like crazy. Whew, I might have an issue getting them. I might have to break that glass. And then I have something very exciting happening there. Look at that. I have 2 new leaves on my pink black velvet. I cannot believe it. That plant has given me 2 new leaves in the space of 3 weeks. It's going crazy. It's going absolutely crazy. It seems to be really kicking off now, which I'm so happy about. So happy. It took a while. I had to have some serious patience, but it seems to be doing well. The Yucatan Princess that I put in pon has given me a new leaf. It's still unfilling it a little bit. But yeah, it seems to be quite happy there. My ninja over there in the corner has not actually given me a new leaf in quite a while. I don't know what its issue is. I don't know. Up above here, this is apparently not a silver dragon. This is some type of nebula hybrid. I have no idea what, but this leaf stood out to me. It had some variegation on it. And then there was another leaf as well, but I'm not going to touch it too much because I have beneficial bugs on there, so I don't want to disturb it. But yeah, this is apparently some type of nebula hybrid. I just thought this was a regular silver dragon. But I suppose it does. I mean, now that I look at it, actually, it does look slightly different to my silver dragon that I have upstairs. So yeah, I was going to put those 2 up together, but now that I know that they're different ones, I don't really want to. I think this one needs to be repotted as well. It's a very, very pretty one. I love it. Over here, the Terrarium. That new leaf has hardened off. Oh, it's so pretty, that white veining. This definitely scratches that Mitchelletiana itch that I've got. I don't have a regular Mitchelletiana anymore because, oh my word, drama queen of a plant. Just couldn't not handle spider mites anymore. But this one does it for me. This one definitely does it for me. And then up here, I've already shown you the Antara Velvet, but the Platinum that Nareza gave me is doing very well. Loving this spot. It actually looks like it might drop that leaf soon, but I'm really amazed at how quickly this one has adapted. This is actually a new leaf. The first leaf it gave me in Marquee. Very impressed at how quickly this one acclimated to my environment. I love this little setup. I got this cup when we bought our house, and yeah, our house was a complete strip and redo. I got that from my godmother. Oh, I love this plant so much. I've got this Cebu Blue, and actually I think I'm going to get another one because I think this is a different variety of Cebu Blue, because we have Cebu Blue at work that literally the cuttings are fenestrating. It's very, very weird. This one has never fenestrated for me, and it is never, I feel like it looks quite silver on camera, but it's actually not. It's actually quite green. So if you know if there are different varieties, let me know. But I want to try one for my work, because when we get them in, the leaves are absolutely huge. They've already got fenestrations, and they are just cuttings, and the cuttings are already giving fenestrations. So I don't know what it is. I really don't. I want to give it a try and see if it's just a fluke, or is there a reason? I don't know. I mean, I've had this one for years, probably about 4 years now, and it's always been this size. Always. It's never sized up. And I've been thinking about, I got some new pots at my work, and I really want to put a pot there, where my finger is, and get something to grow for this beam. I think that would be really pretty to frame that beam, because I love that feature in our house, because this actually used to be a wall. But anyway, and we made this wall longer so we could put the fridge there in the kitchen and blah, 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 blah. But I don't know, I like the archway, the split between the 2 rooms, and I would love to frame that with something. Plus, I could also do that on this side because I've got the grow lights here. So, and actually funny enough, up here, as you can see these lights, I've got 3 15-watt SANSI grow lights, and then one is the 34-watt one that I use there for my Monstera Constellation. It loves it there, absolutely loves it. I think I might get, I have another one that I'm not using at the moment, the 34-watt one, and I think I might put it in one of these fixtures to light up that corner over there. Because as you can see from the lights, that corner is quite dark. But I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like the 34-watt one is a little bit stronger. So I think I might change that up. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was still showing you guys over here. Yeah, the CB blue. I want to do something there. So let me know. If you also, do you have a CB blue? Does it give you fenestrations? What's the deal? And then careful of the anthurium on top of my cabinet. I'm going to start at the bottom because I'm on the floor anyway. Ooh, my babies, my Alocasia. Yeah, the Yucatan Princess, I said in a recent video, I got a completely pink leaf there, which is stunning, but you know, it's not really beneficial to the plant. But anyway, I have a new leaf here on the, ooh, look at that. The Watsoniana. Oh, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my word, is that variegation? Oh my word, I think there might be variegation on this plant. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, I'm not going to touch it much more. Yeah, I did buy this as a reverted Watsoniana. I repotted it in my last video with you guys. And I saw, there it is. Look at that root. I was really nervous I was going to stress this plant out because I just wanted to do like a transfer where I didn't really mess with the root system. But that wasn't really the case because when I picked it up, it kind of it fell apart. So, but that is really promising. And oh my word, I'm so excited. There might actually be variegation on there. That is so exciting. My Longiloba Silva is giving me a new leaf. It doesn't have any foliage at the moment. I had to rehab that plant. It's in stratum. It's rooted very, very nicely. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have the same issue that I have with this. This is the Longiloba Purple. You can see I've got some burning happening there. So yeah, but it is giving me a new leaf there. So that's promising. But yeah, I'm going to have to be careful of that. It looks like it's going to be quite a big leaf. Oh my word. Sickness! This is, I think, a plant that I'm going to have to take out of my cabinet because it's bleaching. It's not looking as dark as it should. And it keeps on giving me a leaf and then dropping another leaf. The Venusta, that's all I've got. However, it does look like it's going to do something there. And then the Silver Dragon is doing something there again. And that is the most recent leaf. It's actually still quite soft. And then on this shelf is like more like lower Alocasia. However, I feel like I'm going to have to move this one as well because I know that this one can get very big. It's already giving, was a new leaf when I repotted it with you guys, and that is already a new leaf. It's rooting very nicely. I have to say that the mix with the tree fern fiber, that the Alocasia really seems to love that. I've noticed that my Bambino started dropping some, they are old leaves, but it's just given me this leaf, which is so pretty. But I do think I need to repot this plant because I don't know. I don't know. It seems to be okay, but anyway. Oh my word, this is dry art again. This is the Heterophylla. Jeez. It's giving me a new leaf again. It seems to be really kicking off now. But I'm really nervous to put it in pond. I don't know what to do. Oh, I got roots coming up. This is a plant I'm struggling with. It just keeps on giving me weird leaves like that. I don't know what its issue is. Anyway. Oh, it looks like I'm going to have quite a highly variegated leaf of the Dragon Scale Mints. It's rooting very nicely. Again, also that same mix with all of the, wow, it seems to be doing very, very well. But I can see it's already dried out again. The black velvet that Naraiza gave me is doing so well. However, I do have, I think the Silver Dragon corm is, yeah, that's a goner. I do have other corms here. that are not dead yet, but they are not doing anything. Don't know what their problem is. Oh, this black velvet is so pretty. So, so pretty. And then that is unfortunately my Vardic, the variegated Mitchellsiana. I took it out of the pot and I did see roots. And if you can see in there are some roots happening. So it's not died yet, but I keep on saying that's my last try, but I can't give up on that plant. And then the top shelf, this is the Suhermania. It did drop quite a lot of leaves from the transfer in pond, but it seems to be doing okay now. The curly whirly here is not happy at all. I'm leaving it be. The Nobilis also seems to be bleaching a little bit. I think I'm going to have to take that one out because it's getting quite big and it's too much light maybe. This is the first leaf of the Suhermania red petiole. Oh, quite a big upsize if you look at the previous leaves. I got this one from Tia Plants as a gift. It's doing very, very well. Then my Lukey one is finally woken up. I had it like this for quite a while. It had really bad spider mites, as you can see that damage there. But it's given me 2 leaves since then, and they're very, very pretty. Very pretty. I need to water it again. Yeah, I need to water it again. And then here I've put my little, oh, look how dark that is. This is the pink. Ooh, can already see some roots there. Oh my word. Yeah, it's drying up quite quickly as well, but I'm very happy I did this setup. But oh my word, that's a new root. Okay, need to fill that up again. It seems to be very happy there. The south-facing window is looking good. This is probably the most exciting thing happening on the south-facing window. Look at how big that leaf is. This is my glorious. I've put it here for the autumn winter because I want to give it enough light, but like natural light. And it gave me this leaf when I put it on this windowsill. So it's doing very, very well. Oh, just look at that. It's so pretty. Wait a minute. I see a thrip. You bugger. Oh my word. Do you see that? That was a adult thrip as well. That is not good. Anyway, I squished them. I do have good bugs working, but the adult ones, you do need to kill them as soon as possible. I got some nice roots there as well. But also a sachet for spider mites and for thrips, but the juvenile thrips. The adult ones they don't eat because they're the smaller ones. But if you do see them, you just have to squish them. Buggers. Pests do love that philodendron. I recently, you can see there, that's my New Guinea ghost. I repotted that yesterday actually. I did that off camera because I was watering and I noticed it just really needed to be repotted. So I did it really, really quickly. And I put it on a trellis as well because it didn't have a trellis. And yeah, and I keep it there. My burr's tail cactus. This was a big one that I found at work on a mixed tray. I think I only paid like €5 for this big one. It's grown so much already though because it was all little ones in the pot. It was just really full. And all of these like longer bits is all new growth. It seems to be doing very well. My baby cactus over there is looking a bit wrinkly. I need to water that. Oh, and my gunungading, I had 2 cuttings in here and unfortunately I had to take one out because it had completely rotten. But it seems to be quite a thirsty Hoya. I don't know, I'm struggling with keeping up with watering. This is also one I'm struggling with, the Alocasia, but it is giving me a new leaf there and that is stunning. Yesterday I showered off all of my Hoyas because they were quite dusty and I hadn't done that in a while. I have a new leaf here on the latifolia. This is the second time that I've snapped this plant, but it seems like every single time I snap it, you can see here the first time I snapped it, it gave me those like 2 leaves. It was giving me this leaf, then I snapped it, and then it gave me this leaf afterwards. It's huge, but now it's giving me another new leaf here because I did snap it like right there on the tip. Bugger. The Croniana flowered again. Got lots of dead ones here as well that I just get the dust buster and I suck them up. Although there are some on the floor, but sucking them up then it doesn't make it, a mess everywhere. This was a recent video I did, the Latifolia Care Guide, and it has, let me just turn it. It has, I can see here on the tip that it has gone off there. So yeah, that is to be expected after you do such a drastic repot, but I think it will be absolutely fine. My pingdom, I got some rotten casualties, unfortunately, and some that are doing very, very well. But I do have some rotting going on, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm struggling a bit. These were rescue pings from my work. They were actually nothing. But they seem to be better now. I don't know. This one, I have no idea what this is. This is some type of Echeveria, but it's fuzzy. It's so cool. Also found in like a mixed tray at work. And it's giving me all of this new growth, but I think it's so cute. The fuzziness. I was hoping that my monkey tail cactus was going to flower this year, but it is not. I did think I'd give this one nearly as much water as I should. It's grown a lot. Oh, it's so soft. But not flowered for me yet. This was actually a propagation. So I snapped this off when I moved it. Yeah, and it snapped off, so I stuck it back in here, and it has, it's taken. So that's good. This Stapelia, this here is probably about the 5th flower it's given me. Do I have any old ones? No, I think I took them all off. And there's another old one here as well. But this plant has flowered so many times and it's got such beautiful flowers. I'm going to see if I can move it down. Do you see all the dead blooms there? From there's another one that's just opened. Hoya linearis. So pretty. But yeah, a lot of dead blooms there because it bloomed like crazy. I think it had about 14 flowers at one point. And then this one, wait, it's backlit. It's backlit. Do you see there? That is the thing that took me about 2 hours because I took it off its trellis and I didn't really want to take any cuttings. So it took me about an hour to get everything individually off, but I did it. I did it without breaking any leaves off, and I took my time. I could have made a whole separate video on that, but I just did it because I was putting it off and it was getting out of hand. But I love this plant. I have quite a lot of peduncles. I was going to wait until it stopped flowering, but it's been flowering for about 3 months now. And yeah, I've got more peduncles here and a lot of new leaves. I also used these are the ladybird clips that I got from Houseplant Joy that she gave me when I bought my Argentia Princess. I think it's so cute. Yeah, very tall plant, very, very tall plant. But I do really like the look of it. It used to be here, and you guys would have seen previous videos, it was just unruly. It was out of hand. And I'm so proud that I was able to get all of this off and actually, still have the whole plant. And I think it'll also push out a lot more leaves now. So yeah, it used to be in this corner, but I've just put this, I think, what is this, Mother of Thousands? I've put this here with my little, Mitch must have dropped this off. My little variegated purple. Yeah, it's quite a fragile plant. Probably not the best spot for it. Maybe I should put something else there. This cacti, I don't know what it is. This was a rescue and it's looking so weird. Like, do you see that? It looks like, I don't know. It's rooted because this was a rescue, but it's doing something funny. I don't know. I had a cacti over there as well that also flowered for me. This is a Stapelia that, oh, I really want this one to flower, but it's not yet. But it has grown a lot. It's gotten really, it could probably go in a bigger pot. Probably. And this was the first burr's tail cactus that I got. Burr's tail, I don't know. This isn't a cactus, isn't it? I don't know. But this was a little baby one that I got. And then I found that really big one. And yeah, it's so cute. I love the way it hangs. This is also a Stapelia that I really wanted to flower. But it's, oh, there's a spider living in there. Hello. Yeah, it's growing like crazy and it loves that spot. I just need to move this leaf a bit, otherwise it's not getting enough light. But anyway, this beast over here, sorry about the flickering screens. Look at that leaf. I mean, it is huge. I cannot believe how big this plant is getting. This was the previous leaf, also very big. This one, it's not hardened off yet. I think it's still inflating. I have to water that moss pole probably every 2 days. It is very rooted in there. There's actually roots popping out the top. But yeah, I love it there. Absolutely love it. I cannot believe that 2 years ago this was a plant that I was thinking about getting rid of, and look at it now. It's just doing so well. Over here, my, what is this? Red Sonia Anthurium is giving me a new leaf there. Stunning. I need to move it because it's otherwise going to be deformed. But yeah, it's also giving me an inflow at the moment. My Magnificum is not done anything. This was a rescue. Oh no, I can't see something there. Oh my word, it's flowering. That's why it's not doing anything. Oh, it's not giving me a new leaf in ages. Yeah, that was a rescue. It's doing very well, but I can see now that it's flowering. That's why it's not done anything. My Regal Luxurians, oh my word, it's looking so bad. Look at those horrible leaves. Yeah, that's all pest damage from the summer, which is sad. That plant always either has thrips or spider mites. It's a pain in the butt. And it's also flowering for me at the moment. This is a new leaf, and look how funny and deformed it is. Oh. My new Luxurians, the Luxurian Silver, is doing very well. I have a new leaf, there's a new leaf on the Clarinervium. I didn't think this plant could get any bigger, but it's proved me wrong. And I always have 2 inflows on this Clarinervium. One's dead, I need to take that off. But yeah, this plant is a classic, doesn't stop. And then my Philodendron Medusa is looking a bit sad. I've kind of neglected that plant. I looked at it the one night and all of the leaves were drooping. I needed to water it. You can see now as a result of that, all of the crispy brown tips. That was a new leaf there as well. It's kind of aborting because it needed to be watered. But it's giving me a new leaf there, which is promising, but yeah. Still a beautiful plant. But I just neglected it a bit. I can see some yellow leaves there. I think that plant needs a little bit more light. It doesn't grow nearly as fast as I've seen it in other people's collections, but yeah, it's not getting the best light. I've got some yellow leaves that I need to get rid of. And then the Monstera type constellation has given me a new leaf. Oh, this plant is very heavy though. I feel like it's going to topple over. Anyway, you see it. The top of it is a bit damaged because it's touching the ceiling, but I can't do anything about that. It also had really long aerial roots that were covering the cabinet. I've cut them off because I couldn't direct them into the pot, and I think if I did that, I would have to repot the plant, which I don't really feel like doing. The Windlingeri is giving me another new leaf. This is the latest one, and it's not even, I mean, there is, if you look in the pot, there's probably about 4 4 plants in there. But yeah, that's a new leaf. Very excited to see how big that one's going to be, because I think that is from the bit that is the most mature, so I think it's going to be quite a long one. But it's definitely one of my favorite plants. Bully. Can I put you in? Someone's butchering plants. Oh, he's dying. Yeah, that's children for you. Bully. Bully. Bully here. Bully here. Bully. 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 Psst. Bully. Bully. What you done on your nose? I need to get in my cabinet, my girl. I actually recently showed you guys my cabinet, so I'm not going to go too much into detail because, yeah, you guys would have seen it recently. But the Argentina Princess is giving me more new leaves. Seems to have liked the repot. The King of Spades over there, oh, Bully, that's my tripod, it's a new leaf. It's so pretty. Look how red it is. I can also see that the Philodendron hybrid here is pushing something over there. Yeah, it's pushing a new leaf. I have a new leaf on the Florida Ghost, and the Pot of Gold seems to be awakening. Same with the Undulata back there, actually. I've got a new leaf there and a tendril, which is the first time I've seen that happen. I have a new leaf on this, what is that? Ace of Spades crossed with a pap. Quite a nice size as well. The Snowdrifter is also giving me a new leaf, but it looks like it might be a little bit stuck. I don't know. Yeah, it's adjusting to the repot, that one. The Dark Desire here, I can see. Then again, are those? I don't know. I can see some juvenile thrips on there, but it's actually giving me a new leaf there. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Yesterday when I looked in my cabinet, my Queen Terrarium was completely drooped over. She's picked up now, but I think I'm gonna have some, yeah, it's already happened. That's just gotten worse. Okay, Bully, don't move. Can see here, yeah. Oh my word, I think I might need to repot that plant because it's drying out very quickly. Very quickly. I can also see that my Anthurium back there, the Magnificent Pap, looks a little bit, I think Juvenile Thrips had a good go on that one. I've got a new leaf on the Delta Force. That was quick. Same actually with this one here. This is a new leaf on the Patriciae. And here as well. This is my Dark Phoenix. That was because it was stuck. I had to help it out a little bit, but oh, so pretty. I didn't have any more foliage left on my Anthurium Super Silver. Yeah, the Super Silver bush, because I think it was just a little bit, I don't know, I think it was just struggling. That's all that's left. The new leaf on the Veitchii Narrow is a little bit beaten up, but that's because it was unfeeling when I unboxed it. It seems to be okay. And I also have a new leaf there on that Anthurium. Come on. It's very pretty. I don't know what that is. What is that? Zara crossed with Michelle crossed with Ficariae Dark Fawn. Jeez. And then the little, that's the way the little seedling, I'm checking on this every single day because I'm so excited about it. It's done well to the transfer. I don't see any roots. It's not dropped the leaf or anything, or it's still perky. But yeah, apart from that, nothing much else going on. The Ludicea discolor is flowering. I thought this was a December one, but I suppose in 2 weeks' time it will be December. But it's so pretty. I'm glad I decided to get another one of these. But again, I can see that I need to water it again. Ever since it started flowering, it's drying out a lot more, but that's normal. What are you doing here? The Pollinera has made a new offshoot here. I don't know why. It's quite dusty. I also have good bugs for spider mites because I lost my first one to spider mites. It still feels quite sticky actually from the neem oil. I think I went a little bit overboard because it's also kind of stopped growing. Anyway, I need to give it a good clean. But I don't have any other plants here under the TV. Update on the terrarium. I've started giving it more water and now it seems to be happier. I can see I need to water it again. Yeah, I do have to water this quite frequently, to be fair. But I thought that begonia was going to be a goner, but it's not. It's perked back up and it's giving me a lot of new leaves. That's positive. And this is a new little terrarium that I quickly did after work because this was also a begonia stump. I think I had one leaf. I think it's a very pretty begonia. Very, very pretty. It's giving me a lot of new leaves. These are all new. And then these were also just cuttings that fell on the floor from the string of pearls. And I can already see roots from string of pearls. Yeah, give that plant high humidity here as well. And it's going to be happy. But I'm happy I did that with the begonia. I do just keep it open like this because otherwise it gets too humid in there. And it seems to be working. But I kind of like the two terrariums on top of each other. It's cute. Oh, what is this, silver sword? Just want to have a look. I don't see any variegation on that new leaf. But the latest leaf is getting some form to it. Whereas the previous ones were more juvenile. But I really like that leaf. Not a lot of variegation, but it's still pretty. Still doing well. And I also looked the other day. I'm going to try and show you guys. But I saw, do you see? It's hard to see against the moss, but there's roots there. So it's rooted into the pole, which was my goal, you know, for if I ever have to propagate. It did drop all the leaves at the bottom, unfortunately. But hey ho, it's still alive. The tequila sunrise is kicked back into action. It took a while, but I got a nice tendril here that I had to redirect. Hopefully now it gives me, well, I think it's given me that new leaf since I've put it on this trellis. It seems to be doing well. The Clemensorium, the jungle splash, is rooting like crazy. Ever since I've put it closer to this grow light, it seems to be really kicking off. I've got new growth there. And that here is also growing. So it seems to, I don't know, every Hoya that I've put underneath SANSI grow lights, they just love it. The little Hoya Rebecca is also rooting nicely. And the leaves seem to be sizing up as well. Preti. This is a new leaf on my Erythrina and it's so big, it's the size of my hand. I had to redirect some more tendrils because it was, it had attached itself to the moss pole. So yeah, but that new leaf is so big. It's still quite soft, but oh, I love that plant. It's such an easy one as well. And then over here, this cutesy little shelf. I showered down all of my Hoyas yesterday. This was one that I also did off camera. I just potted up a bunch of other cuttings in here because it was just the one vine. And now it's a bit more fuller. These are Hoya cuttings, also from plants from my work. Oh, okay, it's doing something. It's doing something. That's positive. I don't think that this one is though. Yeah, I think that might be a goner. That's the radicans, but oh, you can see the sun's stressing. But the quinquenervia seems to have taken, so that's positive. Nothing else happening on the obovata. The rotundiflora just is constantly growing. Those little leaves are so cute. And then down here, I recently posted this on my Instagram. Come on, focus. My Calistophylla. I don't know what, I know this isn't the regular one, but I have no idea what specific subspecies it is. It does get very, very thick and big leaves, but I don't know. I don't know. But that flower is so pretty. I was actually going to have two. There was going to be another one over there, but my daughter took the bud off before it could form or anything. But those flowers are so pretty. This Clemensorium is not, this is the latest leaf. It's deformed. I don't know what the issue is. I think I need to give this one more light. Sorry. Sneeze. It's giving me, like, it's actively growing, but maybe it needs more light. I don't know. Maybe I should put it on this shelf and see how it does there. And give it a trellis as well, actually. This plant here as well. The leaves have gotten so small, but it's, I'm going to have to take it out, otherwise you guys are not going to see it. This is my variegated Maranta. I don't know. It's cute. I like it there. It's still growing. It seems to be happy, so I'm not going to fuss with it. Then this is exciting. So this is the first leaf that the Hoya species Germany is giving me. The first leaf. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, so happy about that. That Hoya there desperately needs a trellis. It's like using the wires to yeah. But there are two, there's a regular, I don't know, that is definitely black cat, 100%. So I went ahead and rescued this plant. I got it for free from a garden centre. I went and asked for a price and they said don't worry about it because it was looking so bad. I did a video on that one actually. And I did lose quite a couple of cuttings. But I cannot believe that I just went ahead and found a black cat. That's insane. This is very exciting. So this is a Hoya papashonii. These are seeds that I got from San Hoya. I'll talk more about it because I'm doing a separate video on it, on those plants that I bought from her. But these were all seedlings and they've all sprouted. I've never done that before with the Hoya. I'm just so excited about that. But yeah, there's a separate video on that haul and the journey of those plants. But you guys are obviously going to see them today for the very first time. But there will be a separate video on that. The Hoya polyneura, outer variegated. Oh, I love this plant so much. Oh. I mean, look at how stunning those leaves are. It's so pretty. It's doing so well. So well. I had to move the Meridithia hybrid used to be here on this cabinet, but I've decided to put this plant here because it's kicking off. And I think the last time I showed you guys this plant was with I did an update on my Aroid Market import plants. And this is one of them. And look how big it is. And it's starting to fenestrate. This is the Gorillan species, or I don't know. I know it's not the variegated one, but it's so pretty. So yeah, I moved it. It was right up against this window here. I just couldn't appreciate it. I couldn't appreciate it. So yesterday I gave it a nice shower. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my word, it's so pretty. But yeah, that's where the Meridithia hybrid was. So I've just put it there now. And it seems to be okay there. And then in here, I've got all of my newer Hoyas. So yeah, you guys are going to get a look-see at them. That incredibly sun-stressed one is the Silver Dollar. I cannot believe how stunning that is. Yeah, I bought a bunch of cuttings. I've got a Mathilde variegated over there. The Madeira Hoya, that looks like it's gonna bloom. This one here, oh, stunning. But yeah, again, I'll talk more about them in a separate video, but those are some new ones. This one here, this is the Joy, I think. That was a gift. I also recently posted that Hoya Obscura. Look how sun-stressed. It's so pretty. So pretty. My Quinquerneria cutting as well. Look how it's kicked off, and I'm going to have to take it out of here. And since I potted up my Hoya Polynera Brogette, whatever, it's giving me, I've put it in this cabinet. Honestly, this cabinet is magic for these Hoyas. And it's finally growing. Because it gave me a bunch of roots, but it wasn't actively growing. But now that I've put it in this cabinet, that was probably about 10 days ago, it's pushing out new growth there. My Coriacea Silver, the first one that I got, not the cutting. The cutting I'll show you in a minute. No, that was the cutting. That was the cutting I got off Perfect Hoya that I rooted in water. It's been battling for so long with spider mites. I've got good bugs in here now for spider mites, and it seems to be, I can see there, it's starting up. It's hotting up. This is a begonia cutting that I got off Noraiza that she got at a botanical garden. Yeah, and she came home with a bunch of cuttings. Look at how stunning those flowers are. I have no idea what begonia this is. It's got beautiful leaves, like the red backs. It's a stunning one. And I actually did root. Oh, you can't see because of the algae. I did root one, but you can see all of the new growth here. But I've chopped it up into two now because I want to get a nice like full plant going. And I really hope it doesn't croak on me now because I chopped it up. But it's flowered for me twice. And it was just a cutting. And that's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. The Thomsonia has been giving me so much new growth lately. Oh, just look at that. Oh, and it's so soft and fuzzy. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's kicking into action again. It felt like it was dormant for quite a while, but it struggled with root mealies quite badly. I still have root mealies, but for some reason it seems to have accepted them, and I don't know. It's doing well now. Over here, the Matilde that I started over. I can see there's a peduncle here. That's very exciting. It has already bloomed for me, but again, these were cuttings from my mother plants that I unfortunately had to chop up and get rid of quite a lot because of mealybugs. But it's such a resilient one. Honestly, I cannot wait to get the variegated one going. Oh, I think it's going to be so incredibly stunning. I just love. The Matilde Silver is also one on my wish list. I think it's so pretty. And then the Australis Blondie over there has completely taken over. Do you see there? It's all the way up there, the tendril. And it's also attached itself to the Strelitzia here. But I'm kind of liking it, to be honest. You know, let nature do its thing. It wants to do its thing. I'm letting it do its thing. It's just a shame that I can't do cable management. Maybe that one. The Strelitzia one I'm definitely going to leave because I think it's so pretty how it's attached itself to the plant. But this cable is irritating me here. And it grows so incredibly quickly. I probably could. I don't know. Maybe I'll just chop those pieces. I got a new leaf here on my Strelitzia actually. And there's another new one here. It seems to really be liking me bringing it inside, that's for sure. I also take better care of it inside, you know, that's normal. My elbow behind there, I yesterday gave it a nice shower, looking stunning. I'm in between the jungle here. My favorite syngonium, the white butterfly. Look at how stunning that is. Oh, it's taken so well to this setup, so well. It's loving life. Yeah, where that species Saba is there, that's where the Rhaphidophora, the variegated one that I showed you, that's where that one used to live. So I've put that one there. It's also growing like crazy. I've got a lot of new leaves there. Seems to be very happy in that spot. I noticed yesterday here as well when I was doing some plant care that I've got a Hoya, my little miniature Hoya Bella here. He's got some flowers. And I've noticed here as well my variegated, the outer variegated Hoya Bella, I've also got some buds happening there. But yeah, I've been loving this plant. Oh, my camera's going to die. There we go. But yeah, that Rhaphidophora, I've been obsessed with it. I just love as well that it's starting to fenestrate. It's so pretty. And it's honestly, it's never had pests. I've never had any issue with this plant. Compared to the Foraminifera variegated that I got, because I got this one and that one at the same time, that one has given me a lot more issues. Like, it's had a lot more pests. It's just been struggling, giving me brown leaves. But this one has been such an easy one. That was a really happy surprise. That was not on my radar, but I'm very happy about it. This stunning crystallinum that I rescued from my mum, she was going to throw this away, is going to flower for me. It's a beautiful dark anthurium. I mean, look at that. So pretty. This is a rescue. I got a little bag. Yeah, this was completely rotten. This is a Terrarium from my work. This was a very full plant, but it completely rotten. And I'm trying to see if I can get some action happening there. You know. Oh, this is one of my favorite plants lately, but oh, look at that. This is the Philodendron Summer Glory. Honestly, I'm so glad I decided to go for this plant. Oh, just look at how beautiful that is. There's a couple of plants in there. As you can see, I've got a new leaf there. I think there's about I think there's 3 plants in here. But yeah, I thought because this was giving me like Medal vibes, but then with like the added pink, I thought this one would maybe give me a lot of EFN and give me a lot of issues, but that's not been the case whatsoever. This is honestly like the easy version of the McDowell. It's doing so well. Here as well, I've also been obsessed with this plant, my Campii, that I started over, is giving me another new leaf. You do have to keep on top of spider mat, you know, but I feel like I don't know, this plant just seems so much happier since I repotted it. I also brought it, you know, inside again, but it had no foliage. And look at it now. It's doing so well. Oh, I love that plant. Okay, I'm going to move this. Oh, I just knocked a mushroom off, but I want to show you this plant because it's, I mean, it deserves a moment. Just look at that. Look at that new leaf. So this is my just a Monstera albo. This is definitely a very specifically variegated one. I don't know, it's very marbly. I won this last year. I've had this for a year now. I just have it on like a cork pole because the Monstera roots, I don't feel like having that. And the moss pole, honestly, I'd have to water it every day. It does unfortunately have some damage because it did have thrips in the summer. But I was able to get rid of it very quickly, but I do have some like browning bits here. But honestly, this plant in a whole is so stunning that I don't see those brown bits. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. It's getting very big. Very big. Over here, my Syngonium, what is this called? White Ice or something like that. Ooh. New leaf. Honestly, this is I forget about this plant so much. I just have it in leca. I recently watered it, but it's so easy. It's honestly so easy. I got this actually at the same time as I got when I won this cutting, the Monstera albo. Oh dear. Damage on some of the older leaves is quite bad here from thrips. No, you know. Hey ho, it happens. But this plant has not had pests once. It's just giving me no grief whatsoever. I've put it in soil, taken it out of soil. It doesn't grow very fast, but maybe that's because I don't give it, you know, like optimum care. But it's definitely a Syngonium that if I didn't have it anymore, I would miss it. And I would get it again because it's very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to bring this plant over because this plant also deserves a moment. They all do. They all do. That's what this video is. This baby. So this is one of the trellises that I got from Peacock Creations at the last plant market that I went to in Bourne. These stunning Alocasia. Oh, I want more of these. I want more of these, 100%. So yeah, I put the Pupicolics Splash on here. And I decided just to do the one because I had two, but I'm just going to do one because it was incredibly rooted, like incredibly rooted. See, I've got a tendril here. That's going insane. It's going insane. It seems to be doing well because the tendril has not, I mean, it was quite a drastic repot. It's not died off. It's actually grown quite a bit since that repot. But yeah, that's something I did do off camera because the tendril was, so I had opened the window, the tendril for somehow, I don't know how, but it escaped. It escaped and it was getting out of control. It was attaching itself to this pole. It was going insane. If you want a fast growing Hoya that will tendril like crazy, get a pupicolic splash. I really want a pupicolic silver as well. Oh, that would be a dream. I don't know, I've got an obsession with silver plants lately. But yeah, such an easy Hoya, and I just thought this combination with the trellis, I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's so, so pretty. And it's also, it's living in the same spot it was in, which is here. This is a north-facing window. Oh my word, tendril. Yeah, it's living right there. Excuse the mess outside. Honestly, we don't really go outside that often. And yeah, it seems to be doing well. Seems to be doing well. Oh, I missed something. Something very exciting, actually. This here, I don't know what this is. This is some type of orchid, but it's got the most stunning leaves. And look, it's giving me some new leaves. Okay, that was a little bit too much for my tripod to handle. So I'm just going to bring it out so you guys can see. But there we go. Look at that cute new growth. It's so stinking cute. Such pretty leaves. And this one gets stunning flowers. Yeah. This was just going to be put in the bin because it had finished flowering at my work. And I was just like, no. You're coming home with me. You will eventually give me a new flower. I might have to wait a while, but anyway. Okay. I'll put the Monstera back in a minute. You might notice I've got some space here. I did have a Ascananthus there, but I decided to part with that plant because it was dropping leaves like crazy. My kids were picking it up. It was just, yeah, it wasn't practical. It was not happy. The Ascananthus, I don't know what it is, but it just wasn't happy. I think it also had maybe some type of pest. I don't know. And I just honestly didn't feel like I wanted to try and propagate it, but I've not really had much success with that, the Ascananthus in general in propagating, because I've noticed at work as well, they're just plants that either drop vines or drop leaves very, very quickly. So I have tried to propagate them, but I've had no success. So I wasn't going to try with that one. So anyway, my Flamingo Dream is giving me a lot of new growth at the top, I've noticed. And I also saw, I've got a peduncle here. Oh. Which is very exciting. Very exciting. But yeah, I need to just put some cuttings back in there, you know, get it fuller and, you know, more lush. And then Mitch's corner, a lot is happening here as well. He's actually watering at the moment. He's just gone upstairs for a second. But the big Splendid, that's what it's called, is finally waking up. That's a new leaf. It has unfortunately got a lot of EFN, but it's still stunning. It's still beautiful and it's still very big. And we have a new leaf. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Still pretty. So yeah, it seems to be, you know, waking up again. I went for a very hard time for quite a while. And then look, oh, do you see that? That is the Veitchii that I gave to Mitch. Obviously prefers his care more than mine. Maybe it just thrives more on neglect. Maybe I was just over mothering it. I don't know. But that's a new leaf. It's still very, very soft. I'm not touching that. There's already some holes in it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. Oh my word. We have, is this a new leaf? Oh, it's looking very damaged. This is a Forgetii crossed with a Negro Laminum hybrid. It's so incredibly dark, but it's definitely a very sensitive one to pests, that's for sure. But it's also flowering for the very first time. So I don't know, I think it's happening. I think it's happy, but yeah. Anyway, that is Mitch's Silver Blush. I mean, that leaf is huge, unfortunately damaged, but it is huge and it's seems to be doing well. Oh, this is a plant that we're struggling with so much. Oh, Oh, he's actually taken it off. There used to be a new leaf there, but it completely shriveled up. I don't know. That's a difficult one. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. The Paludiflorum is a little bit more on the slower side than I thought it would be. This is the most recent leaf. And I can see, exciting. But yeah, it did also battle pests for quite a while. So, you know, that's normal. Same with this one, actually. A lot of his plants actually have been battling with pests for most of the summer. This one is the, what is this? The Regale crystallinum. And he's actually a little pup in the pot that's giving a new leaf. But I can see there it's going to give a new leaf again. So that's promising. But yeah, like the Syntherium, like I would cut that leaf off. That just irritates me. It just irritates me. We have a new leaf happening. I don't know what crystallinum hybrid this is, but we've had this for a while. We've had this for about 2 years. So it's a very mature one, as you can see from the stem. But I don't know, we've been struggling a little bit with it lately. And then this cabinet, oh, some sad things happening. You can see all the brown leaves and the damage and yeah, that is due to underwatering, unfortunately, in a combination with pests. There's no pests in here anymore because we've got beneficial bugs going on. The queen is giving a leaf and it's giving a flower, so that's exciting. The Aslanii is actually doing quite well. Seems to be quite happy. Actually, I have some shelves for in his cabinet that we need to install. The Michelle went through a serious phase of not getting watered, but it's given that new leaf there and it is huge and stunning. It's just, yeah, that's the only beautiful leaf at the moment because it's dropping all of its older leaves. We have a new leaf here on the Delta Force. But it's, again, it had thrips when it was, you know, inflating that leaf. So, fortunately, it does look damaged. We have some Anthurium stumps down here. Oh, so sad. But, you know, it happens. They'll come back. They'll come back. It'll be fun. This is a, what is this? This is a Radicans as well. New leaf. Oh, that leaf there from the Villanorum is also new. But again, also that one doesn't seem to hold on to a lot of leaves. So yeah. The Cupria is looking amazing. Obviously loves cabinet life and just loves Mitch's care. Because it's not droopy anymore and it's looking amazing. So yeah. The Dragon Moon behind it there, you can see the one leaf here. It's not given us a new leaf in a very long time. Very long time. I'm sad about that because that is a stunning one. But yeah. That's that. More Anthurium stumps than we do have anything else. But you know, the plants will bounce back. They'll do okay. They'll be fine. They'll make it. This is also new, actually. We used to have a table here, but I put that here because the Splendid was lower on the floor and it kept on getting bashed. You can see a leaf there with like cracks and everything. Yeah, it just kept on getting bashed. So we've put it higher. And actually, ever since we've done that, the plant seems to be doing a lot better. Obviously, it's not, you know, getting bashed about. But, yeah, seems to be doing well now. And then over here, there's some Anthuriums that, you know, are just dripping because he's watering them. This is some type of, I think this is some type of crystallinum hybrid. Got a new leaf there. This one's very droopy. Oh, yeah, this is the one that I got from my Botanica. I got this one for free. Yeah, that's right. Very pretty one. What is it? What is it again? A crystallinum magnificum hybrid crossed with a crystallinum silver. That's right. Oh, this is exciting. So this is a new leaf on a Forgetii hybrid. We have no idea what hybrid it is. Unfortunately, this is the oldest leaf. I mean, look at that. It just looks awful. But the new leaf, there is still a little bit of damage. Honestly, the leaves keep on getting stuck. That's just from it being stuck. But it is pretty. It's definitely the prettiest leaf that it's ever given us. So that's positive, you know. And then my little setup here that I have on my lights with my Epipermanum Neon is also doing really well. I've got a lot of new growth happening here. It's not growing like crazy. It's obviously getting very, very low light, but it seems to be happy. And it's growing nicely and I like it. It's like a little feature. I do like the neon-y leaves. Oh, there's some more new growth here as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's very, very low light, very low, but it seems to be doing well. And then this Easy Raven, honestly, this plant just thrives in this spot in the middle of the kitchen island, and it just, yeah, continuously grows, does not stop. Okay, I just set up to, you know, say my goodbyes to you guys, and I completely forgot about this. How could I forget about this? This is probably like the most exciting thing that's happening. I mean, I awe over this leaf every single day, so maybe I feel like I feel like I've already talked about it enough, maybe on Instagram, but that is my Philodendron gigas. That is such a stunning big leaf. It's already given me a new leaf there as well. But I mean, look at how beautiful it is. It's so stunning. It's on 3 moss poles, but as you can see there, it's already at the top. So I think I'm gonna have to do a chop and extend, because I don't think four moss poles is, maybe it is if I put it on the floor, but it's just so happy there. But I cannot with that leaf. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Definitely, I would say the highlight, that and the Monstera Constellation. Beautiful. Oh, just look at how stunning that is. I feel like I've forgotten things, but I also feel like I've been talking forever. I don't know, I feel like I always forget things, but you know what I'm like, I cannot stop chatting away. Anyway, I can smell that the lasagna is almost done, and that is actually perfect timing, because I've gone through my entire collection and I've shown you all of the updates, all of the things that are happening. You know, there's some negative things as well. Actually, my next video is going to be a video of plants that I am struggling with, because I feel like the timing would be right. You know, I feel like plant collection walkthroughs, they are usually, you know, highlighting the positive, but there's obviously also a lot of negative going on. You know, when having so many plants, it's gonna happen, it's bound to happen. It's normal, it's very, very normal. And I like, it kind of brings me back to earth, and it is also a very true, you know, depiction of a plant collection of, what was it? Like 300 plants. I don't know. I've got a lot. I don't keep count anymore. It's definitely more than 300. That's for sure. But I'm not keeping count. It's not about the number. For me, it's once I get to a point where I feel overwhelmed with, you know, taking care of my plants, then I'll slow down. But I don't feel like that at the moment. I feel very, very on top of my collection. The beneficial bugs this year was definitely a right move, because I feel like I'm so much more on top of my collection. I bought a lot of new plants this year, but I don't feel overwhelmed by that. And also, not only that, but putting plants in a prop box, new plants in a prop box. Oh my word, I completely forgot about something else to show you guys. The prop bin of the Hoyas, I don't see any more mealybugs, and I can actually see that this one that's topping out the pop here, that's the Curiciana Silva. I don't see any more mealies, and the plants seem to have perked up a little bit. So yeah, I'm still going to keep them in this prop box. They're underneath the grow light here behind me. I'm still going to keep them in there for maybe another week, and then I will repot them. And you know, I'll probably do that in a video with you guys, because I love doing that. I love doing chatty repots with you guys. Just like, it helps. It really helps. I also love documenting the plants, so you know. But yeah, those were the ones that I forgot to show you, but they're doing well. I've definitely noticed a difference, like they've picked up a little bit more, because obviously, you know, the mealybugs, they're sucking the life out of the plants, you know. So I did lose one leaf on my Pandurata, I think that's the right way of saying it. But for the rest, they seem to have picked up, and they seem to be doing well. So I do think that the treatment has worked, and it's been more than 7 days, and I haven't seen any other mealybugs. So that's positive, you know, that's positive. So yeah, I feel like there's probably gonna be more things that I forgot to tell you guys. That's the only thing when you've got so many plants, you just feel like the walkthrough could be never ending. But anyway, I've shown you my entire collection, you know, things that stand out. But yeah, my next video will be plants that I'm struggling with, because, you know, I always have them. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe, come along with me. I post 2 new videos a week. And yeah, I just love bringing you guys along on my houseplanty journey. If you watch this video all the way to the end, leave I always go for the same emojis and I just want to go for something different, but I don't know what. You know what? Why don't I'll do something different? Just leave a thumbs up emoji if you watch this video all the way to the end. And if you did, thank you so much. It is the best way to support my YouTube channel. And I just love seeing those comments. It definitely makes my day when I see so many comments with you guys giving me a thumbs up, or, you know, whatever I tell you to put in the comments. It really does make a difference. And I do see it in my analytics as well. So, you know, I say it at the end of my every single video that I post, but I just, you know, I want to make it clear that I do really appreciate it. It does really help me out, and I do really see it in my analytics, especially at like the end of the month. The next video might be a little bit more on the somber side, but you know, that's the reality of plant care. And I know that you guys also like the realistic side of my channel, because I feel like it's been a lot of positive things today, but the next video will definitely be bringing you down, bringing you back to earth, and showing you the very real side of having so many houseplants. So yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.